How's it wagging, guys? I'm coming at you with another how-to video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to be making whole wheat sourdough bread. And I'm using. I've never made sourdough with whole wheat before, so this might not go so well, but might as well make a video of it. Basically, I just replaced the bread flour in the recipe with whole wheat flour. And I've got 4 cups here. I've got just above a cup of the starter. 2 teaspoons of salt. And 1 1/4 cup of water. So, I've made yeasted breads before, and 1 bag of the whole wheat flour will make 4 of those loaves, and one of these recipes only this recipe only calls for 4 cups, and it makes the equivalent of 2 loaves of sourdough. But we're going to be making like a bowl, which is that big round one. But anyway, let me get this to a close-up of the bowl. All right. Okay, so first we're going to add the 4 cups of flour. The salt, sprinkle that over. And if you've never had actual sourdough, you're missing out. They got this thing called Frisco sourdough. It's basically fake sourdough. It's basically yeasted bread, but it's got like a flavor pack in it that makes it taste sour. I don't like that. Now the 1 1/4 cup water. And if you want to start your own starter, I don't know if you can see that, but basically, this is pretty freaking full. It also smells heavily of hooch, but if you want to make your own starter, all you have to do is like get some kind of container, preferably glass, and put 1 cup of flour in there and 1 cup of water, and mix it up really good. I'd probably put a little bit more water in there, because you don't want it too thick. If it's too thick, it'll like rise and bubble and push the rag off the top. You'll want to like secure a rag above this with a rubber band, and just let it sit there until it starts bubbling. You keep feeding it once a week or once every day, and then, well, there's plenty of videos there. Let me get back onto this. Now the yeast starter. Sorry, I got sidetracked. And this is soupier than what I'm used to working with. But, you know, at least it doesn't bubble over. Now the recipe says to knead it for 10 minutes. I hope I don't need... Well, if it's too dry, and it might end up being too dry, I'll just put more yeast starter in there. Not sure. Not sure. Maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, it's going to be too dry. And I hope that was a cut. I'm going to add some more of this. Let's get in there. Yeah. But anyway, sourdoughs are not supposed to be dry. You're not supposed to be able to knead them like normal yeasted bread recipes. They're very wet. I'm not sure what the science is behind that, but I know they taste good. And again, this may come out really, really bad, which probably means this video won't show up on YouTube. But oh well, at least I'm keeping busy. Okay. Anyway, I'm not going to let y'all sit here through the entire 10 minutes. So I'm going to pause it and come back when it's time to carry on. Alright, seeing as this is whole wheat flour and not normal flour, I'll probably have to let it set for the 12 hours before I really can knead it, because that whole wheat flour needs to soak for a minimum of 2 hours before so it can absorb the water in there. As you can see, this is pretty sticky. Well, sourdough is always sticky, but it's probably not going to get that gluten going. I'm folding it though, so I'll probably just keep doing this until I'm done talking. But I'll probably like knead it and fold it and whatnot in 12 hours. This whole video is just a huge experiment for seeing if I can actually make whole wheat sourdough. I'm just trying to get that gluten formed as best I can before I and hopefully in 12 hours this will be ready to go. I'm not going to like transfer it to a flour bowl or anything, because it's going to be sticky no matter what. Yeah, I think that'll just about do it. Yeah, it stopped being so terribly sticky. It's definitely not as sticky as it was. But yeah, the whole wheat flour needs to soak for a minimum of 2 hours. It's going to be soaking. This is technically soaking because it's got so much water in there. Or at least that's what I'm hoping. But I mean, 12 hours in there and it's wet and whatnot. Anyway, that should work. But like I said, this is an experiment, so I'm just going to cover it up for 12 hours. It's 7 a.m. here. Oh wait, no, that's not. Damn it! Hold on. It is 12:45. Yeah, so it is 12:45 a.m. so 12:45 p.m. tomorrow, or later today, is when I'll make the next part of this video. But yeah, I forgot we had a power outage and a lot of the clocks aren't. Anyway, but yeah, like I said, it needs to sit there. Yeah, that smells good. I can smell the alcohol in it from the starter, so I know I put enough starter in there. But and there's additional moisture in there, so hopefully that'll compensate. And it's definitely going to soak long enough, because I mean 12 hours beats the hell out of 2 hours. But anyway, I'll get back to this video in 12 hours. And we'll see how it goes then. I'm probably going to end up having to either add a little bit more moisture and then some more flour to like turn it. Probably do the whole slap stretch thing and fold and all that. I'll get to that when I come to it. I really don't have the wherewithal to explain it right now, but yeah. It's been a little bit over 12 hours, and I can already tell this thing is like wet. Yeah, like really wet. So I'm gonna add a little bit more flour before I'm gonna fold that in. I'm gonna try and knead this in the bowl. Okay. Yeah, it's scraping off the sides nice. Just gonna fold it over. Nice. Ooh. See that? That's a, oh, that's trapping air nice with that flour. Press it down. Doesn't look like I'm going to need more flour here. Just fold and press. This should come out good. See if I can stretch and fold. Never really done it all in the bowl, but should be fine. It's an experiment anyway. Trying to stretch it out before folding it over. Probably stop that. Looks like it's getting a little bit overstretched. You can see that where it's kind of breaking, I think, right around there. I think it's just about ready, so I'm gonna it's getting all kind of stringy, so that gluten should be formed. Nice. See? That gluten should be really formed. See that string? See if I can get this in there. See how stringy it is? That should be the gluten. So this is well soaked. Ooh. Yeah, that's getting easy now. Yeah. Okay. Oh, wow, this smells like alcohol. Okay, so I oiled a bowl and I floured it. with the wheat flour. I'm just gonna plop this in there. Yeah, this is gonna be like really wet. Hope that it rises fine. Just flour the top. Now I'm just going to take a wet towel, like a moist towel, wring it out and put it over the top and leave that for 4 hours. Okay, it's like 30 minutes before 4 hours, and it's time to turn it out on a pan. Hopefully, I'm going to turn it out 30 minutes prior to putting it in the oven so it'll rise, so it has time to rise on its own. And while that's rising, and hopefully it will come out. While this is rising, I'll preheat the oven and put a pan of water in there. Kind of off center, but I think it might be a little too wet, so hopefully it won't be a problem. Okay, so I'm going to show this, or I'm going to preheat the oven to, I think it's 475. And I'm going to put, with a tray of like water on the bottom rack. And I'm also going to like slice it with a razor blade in an X. And the next time you see this, it'll be fully baked. It'll be when I'm taking it out of the oven. So, yeah. Okay, it's out of the oven. And it smells good. As you can see, it didn't rise all that much. Probably still too wet, but it's got that hollow noise on the bottom. It's not crackling like the normal white flour sourdough that I make with the bread flour, but hopefully it come out good. I'll probably make another, or I'll probably show y'all when I cut it open, but I gotta let this cool to room temperature first, so see you then. Alright, it's cooled off a bit. It's still warm, and it's springing back when I push it down. So just gonna cut it real quick. Normally you'd wait until it's absolutely cool. So far, so good. Good crumb. Moist and whatnot. Wow. Oh yeah, that's a sourdough. It's nice and moist. And again, this was an experiment. Whole wheat. I think if I do it again, I'll probably make it add less water to probably stick to the original recipe. I added a bit more water. Yeah, there's more tang to this than there is the white sourdough. So yeah, that's oh, and the temperature on the oven was 480 degrees, and I baked it for 45 minutes. So let's go. It's 4 cups flour, whatever kind of flour you're using, and this is the base recipe. 4 cups flour, 2 teaspoons salt, 1 1/4 cup water, and 1 cup of sourdough starter. Preheat the oven to 480. Put a dish of water in there, put it on the pan and all that, and then bake it for 45 minutes. Really good. Anyway, thanks for watching. Leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Deuces.